So I spent many days thinking about what I should do my TED Talk over. And when I say many days, I mean 14 to be exact. I range from why we should adopt kids from the US before we go to different continents and adopt kids. Then I went to why male athletes get paid more than female athletes. Then I jumped all the way over to why Twitter is so popular. Personally, I think all of them are great topics, but I didn't want to get halfway through the project and not want that topic anymore. So with the help of some peers and Caitlin, we came up with the idea of why we can't commit to certain things. So when I'm talking about commitment, I'm not talking about you going through the lunch line and not knowing if you want a burger or pizza, because that's just you being indecisive. So when I'm just thinking about commitment, I thought of how we've all seen the movie where the guy gets on one knee and he's pouring out his heart to this girl and he thinks he's killing it, they're about to run out to the sunset together, until she hits him with the line, "I love you, but I just can't marry you yet." So why do you think she can't commit to that lifelong commitment? With doing research, I found that it's worse to commit and then try to get out of it than it is just not to commit at all. But if we all had that mentality, we wouldn't have many graduations, relationship, marriages, or anything of that sort. With doing further research, I found that the definition of commitment is an engagement or obligation that restricts freedom of certain actions. So if she would have committed to marrying this one guy, there would be many things that this relationship would restrict her from doing. Commitment is putting something into stone. So if I would have committed to marrying this one person, I would be putting it into stone that I would hopefully want to spend the rest of my life with this one person. So a question that I ask myself oftenly is, why is it that we can commit to things that aren't beneficial to our goals and the things that we have set for ourselves, but the things that is beneficial, we don't decide to do? For example, Mr. Dessel could walk into this class right now and tell us to come back tomorrow with a research paper over squares and everything about squares. And I can guarantee that 50% of us would come back with a pretty good research paper, and the other 50% would come back with nothing. And I can give you a 100% guarantee that I would come back and be like, "What are you talking about, Dessel? I didn't even open my computer last night." But yet, I can spend 5 hours watching Grey's Anatomy or watching every single March Madness game, girls and boys, that came on the TV. So why is it that we can do things that aren't beneficial to the goals that we've set for ourselves and things that we want to accomplish in our life, but yet things that are beneficial, we decide not to do it? Please listen and notice how I said decide not to do it. So a commitment that we break every single year, our people set for themselves and never happens, is losing weight. Every single New Year's Eve, people usually go to a party or gather around in the living room, and there's always one person that talks about how they want to lose weight this year, or I want to lose 25 pounds this year, or the best one yet, I want to get my summer body early. But yet December 31st rolls all the way back around, and they're the same weight or maybe heavier than they were before. If losing weight was a one-time commitment, just saying you go to Planet Fitness and just work out once and you lost all the weight that you wanted to, everybody would commit to losing weight. But since losing weight takes months to years, all of a sudden we can't commit to it because we don't want to have the lifestyle change. Losing weight is a commitment that we're supposed to make to ourselves. I would think that making a commitment to yourself would be easier than trying to make a commitment to someone else. But through research, I found that both are equally as hard to do. I just want to point out that throughout this whole TED Talk, I didn't once say that you not being able to commit is a mental or physical issue. It is not a disorder or a disease, it's simply a choice. So as I conclude, I just want you to think about the questions that I'm about to ask you. So why can't you commit to being the best you could possibly be? Nothing physical or mentally is mentally stopping you. Why can't you commit to maybe even being the top of your class, being the weight you desire, or having the body that you desire? The ball is in your court. Take it and take control of your life. Thank you.